Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I thought I'd take just a few minutes, talk to you guys just a little bit, and answer out loud a question I've been asking myself quite a bit over the last couple of months. And that is, why do I do YouTube? Why do I make videos? Specifically, why do I make reloading videos? I've got some notes here to try to keep myself on track a little bit. There's really 5 major reasons and a whole bunch of little reasons why I do YouTube and why I make content. The first reason is I've been doing it for a long time. Not necessarily posting things to YouTube. My earliest memory of putting together some kind of video content is when my mom bought her first digital camera when I was probably 10 years old, and I know that's showing how young I am, but my siblings and I would put together little cowboy and Indian skits, cops and robbers, little storylines, things like that, act them out in the living room and make a video about it on her camera and edit them using Windows Movie Maker way back in the day. And I've been making videos about stuff ever since. When I first got into air gunning when I was a teenager, I made some videos, had them posted up. I think I just shared them to forums and stuff that I was a part of back then. But I do review videos and shooting videos of air guns and all kinds of stuff like that. Again, over 10 years ago, back when I could definitely not afford any of the camera gear that I have now. So I've been doing it for a long time. I've kind of always enjoyed making video content of some sort. I actually do some photography and videography work semi-professionally, kind of as a side gig. Do mostly real estate stuff, couple weddings thrown in here and there. But that stuff has paid for all of the camera gear that I have now. These last several years, when I haven't been getting anything from YouTube at all, it's paid for my video editing software subscription, which is about $55 a month. So it pays for that. It lets me upgrade camera gear here and there without having to dip into my main income. So that's a nice thing. The second reason, and this is honestly probably the biggest one, I use these videos as a journal for myself. I have tried several times to keep a written journal of the things I do, of my shooting. Heck, it works really well as a reloading journal for me. I do a pretty good job keeping notes on the loads and stuff I make, but I'm not that good of taking detailed notes of what all goes into it, what little things I did differently here and there. I'm just not that good at taking detailed notes. So if I have it all on video, and if I've produced a video that is kind of all condensed into a watchable format that's meant to be viewed by the public, it's really easy to go back and watch and see what I did on a specific load or on a specific project and know how I can use that information in the future. It's really helpful. In fact, in this last video that I made that you guys probably saw on the channel just before this one, loading with the 142 grain Sierra Match King, I went back and referenced my load data from the 140 grain Sierra Match King quite a bit, and the procedures and stuff that I did loading that influenced a lot of what I did on this last project. So having a journal for my own use, and hey, maybe after I'm gone, my kids, my grandkids can look back on some of the stuff that I did if they have any use for any of it and get some use out of it. Anyway, that's just one small part of the journaling. It's mostly for my own purposes. Probably the biggest thing that got me started making videos of the outdoor related stuff that I do is because for a long time I've enjoyed watching that type of content on mostly on YouTube and on TV shows like Meat Eater or Randy Newberg and stuff like that. That's the type of content that I enjoy watching. So it's nice to try my hand at making some of that sort of content. Now I know I'm not near the level of quality of any of that stuff that I've mentioned. but it's kind of neat to add to the pool of the outdoor content that's available on the internet, and I make the sort of stuff that I like to watch. So I know right now I do mostly reloading content. I'm trying to branch it out a little bit. This is the Outdoor Generalist channel after all. Reloading is a pretty specific niche, but I'll talk about why the channel's called that in a later video, I'm sure. Fourth reason, more folks enjoy watching my content than I ever thought would. I fully expected my channel to never reach 1,000 subscribers, to never be monetized, anything like that. I just expected to put stuff out there and maybe have a few people watch it here and there, whatever. But it turns out that a lot of people, like me, like watching this type of content. So that's one more reason that continues to motivate me to put it out there. You guys watching these videos, making the comments, us interacting back and forth on my videos and other platforms such as the Johnny's Reloading Bench Discord server and the live chats over there. You can find me over there probably more than on my own channel. But as always, if you guys have anything you want to ask me or talk to me about or whatever, of course you can always post stuff in the comments below, and I try to get back to most everybody that has a question or a comment that I feel needs a response. I do read every single comment because of course at this point I only have 1,300 subscribers, and it's pretty easy to keep up on all of it. So that's reason number 4. More folks actually seem to enjoy the stuff I'm putting out than I ever thought would, so that's another thing that motivates me to keep making and publishing videos. And the last reason, and this is certainly the least of all the reasons, but starting over the last couple of months, the YouTube revenue is actually going to help subsidize some of the stuff that I do on the channel and subsidize my hobbies, which, as I'm sure a lot of you guys know, the hobbies that I have, the things I do on this channel, especially guns and reloading and shooting and that sort of thing, costs a lot of money. So it's nice to have a little bit of income from that to offset the cost. Now, I'm not making much at all. I think my highest grossing video to this point has paid about $20. So when you compare that to the videos that I do semi-professionally, the cheapest of which being about 10 times that, you can see that there's really not the return on investment here with YouTube yet. But it's still nice to have just a little bit of financial incentive to kind of offset the costs of some of the stuff that I like to do anyway and would be doing anyway. So anyway, that is reason number 5. Making YouTube videos is starting to help pay for a very small portion of some of my hobbies. That is the least influential reason why I make content, but it does play some sort of a factor. So anyway, guys, I thought I would just take this time to kind of talk through out loud what my thought process has been over the last couple months. I had been debating back and forth whether I was going to continue doing YouTube as little return on the investment as it is, but after thinking through all of this, I really do think it's worth continuing, and I'll probably continue with for a while, or as long as YouTube will let me, or until something drastic happens that makes me change my mind and decide it's not worth it. So, as I said, besides having a video journal for myself, you guys and your feedback is the number 1 reason that I keep making content for YouTube. So please go ahead and drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear what you think. If you have a channel, I'd love to hear what motivates you to make content. I think that's about all I have for you guys today. Please, guys, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. This video will be monetized because I don't have any reloading or ammo manufacturing content in it, but a lot of the videos that I make cannot be monetized, and the only way you will really see them in your recommendations is if you are subscribed to the channel, preferably with notifications. Thanks so much for watching, listening to me talk for a few minutes. Y'all have a good one.